Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to Let's Try Some Hexarchy. I have been meaning to do videos on this for quite some time, back when they were in Kickstarter and Early Access and all these things, and finally a few days ago, Hexarchy has released their full, version 1.0 release on Steam, and I'm like, yeah, it's more than time for me to cover this game, especially since the programmer for Hexarchy, I think it might be a couple of brothers that have worked on this. And one of them did email me ages ago to tell me about Hexarchy, and in particular, their prototype of Hexarchy was based on my Hex game programming tutorial over on the Quill18 Creates channel. I think it's the second, maybe third person who's released a game that started with my tutorials, which is really weird and kind of awesome. I mean, the reason I did the game program tutorials was to get more games to exist in the universe, and apparently that has started to work out. Anyway, let's jump in. Hexarchy is a 4X empire strategy building game that feels very much like Civilization, but with cards. It's a deck building 4X strategy game. Also, whereas most strategy games, and as a general rule, take hours and hours to play a session of, Hexarchy will be probably less than an hour, unless I'm really slow with all my talking over here. A lot of these sessions I've been doing has been in less than 30 minutes. Admittedly, I'm just playing on the default map size, which is medium, as opposed to large ones. But it is a short, fast-paced game, and it feels great. It feels really good. We're going to jump into single player. We're going to go in skirmish mode over here. There are daily challenges. I've only tried it one time. I don't have a lot of these games under my belt at this point. This daily challenge, I was so happy I beat it in 10 turns. And the person who beat it the fastest was in 4 turns. There's a few people who beat it in 4 turns. There were a few people who... Oh, one person beat it in 4. A bunch at 5, then 6. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. That was... yeah, that was darned quick. There's also weekly challenges, and there's this hegemon mode, which I haven't played around with. There's also multiplayer for up to 10 people. I suspect the multiplayer in this game is probably really good. I think it probably has a great sort of fast-paced board game vibe, which I like a lot. But we're going to skirmish mode over here. We'll start with a random leader, sure. Map size, we can go all the way to huge. I will leave it at medium. We're going to keep the normal game length as well. Normal spacing. The difficulty I will put up to hard, which I have beaten before and have also been beaten by, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. We'll leave the default rules, which is Fog of War on. I think by default, I don't know if cities can be adjacent to one another, but otherwise they can be quite close. We can require a spacing, and mobilize is a state where normally when you build a unit, it can't be moved on the very first turn. Mobilized units can be moved on the first turn, so I guess some players might like to have that option on. But I'm going to leave everything the default other than putting the AI difficulty to hard. Should we pick someone? Let's see, Greece, what do we get? Adopt noble civics, same type. Adopting a civic gives money. We get the breakthrough card, which is quite nice for science, and they've got a unique unit, the companion cavalry. France, we get more culture per city, so it's easier for body growth to steal enemy hex. Ooh, bonus artillery damage. Great work, Imperial Guard. Bonus food from Russia here. Reduced unhappiness. We get Cossacks and resiliency. Egypt, wonder gold cost reduced 100%. We get the gift of the Nile for some bonus food. Horse archer unique unit. Rome can build more buildings. Road tiles get extra hexes. Infrastructure lets us build buildings for money. Really, that's cheap and that's powerful. Legionnaire. Oh man, I don't know. I haven't played China. +1 production for Mind Workshop, Forge, Lumber Mill, and Warehouse. Shuffle cost reduced to 1 gold. You get a Chokanu unit, which can attack twice by default. Oh, that's quite good. No resource requirements either. Organized labor, draw 3 cards and produce a gold. All right, I've never played China. Let's play China. That sounds great. There's a little bit of a load time, which is surprising to me given the small scale of the game. It would not surprise me if there was some room for optimization here. Now, by some load time, I mean, maybe 10 seconds loading. It's not really a big deal. And otherwise, yeah, I suspect the game probably runs great for other people. I have noticed that on some of the screens, I think on the end screen and things like that, my video card fan starts to spool up. So, which is a little bit weird because I do have VSync on. It's not exceeding my monitor. Sometimes you'll see that in games that they'll be really simple games. They're so simple that you can run the game at 2,000 frames per second, and that still causes some GPU heat. All right, here's our starting hand. Here's our starting territory. We've got, if I hit this button over here or hit R, I can see the yields as well as resources. So we got some iron, we've got some stone, more stone over here, some salt, a couple of gems, which are luxury resources, some crabs over here, which I'm assuming is, oh, it's a food resource. Interesting. Okay, salt is a luxury resource. Stone is do they call it strategic resource? I don't know. It's a resource that we can use explicitly. So is iron. So first thing we're gonna have to do is play found our capital city. So we got a special one-shot only card here called Found Capital City. We're gonna click this, and we are gonna get some recommendations from the AI about where to put the city. These are great spots, I've got to say. Like here, we'll be able to gain access to, I mean, once we build mines, we'll gain access to the iron pretty quickly. We'll get within range of the gems as well for luxury. And then if we can get fishing going, we can get some crabs for some extra food, which is really valuable. The other thing that's nice is there is this little Stonehenge thing. I think it's called a holy site. If you bring this tile within your borders, it does a culture bomb. So if I settled here, it would immediately culture bomb and grab these tiles. Part of me is kind of interested in settling a little bit more towards the center over here as well, just to sort of claim, because we can backfill this territory. That being said, I gotta say, this is a pretty swell spot, so we're gonna grab that immediately. So we founded Beijing. Again, I can turn off the yields, I can bring them back over here. A lot of the mechanics are gonna be very familiar to anyone who's played Civ. This city needs food to survive and grow. You've got population. Right now, Beijing has a population of 1, and that population is working this tile over here, which is worth 2 food and 2 gold per turn. We can go and move it around if we want. It does, I think, take production to move it by default. I think there's, I don't know if it's a civilization trait, or maybe there's a wonder that lets you, like, make population moves without you eating some of your production. Production over here is our primary resource. It's what we use to spend to play most of our cards and to do a few other actions here and there. But I think this tile is fine. I like that it's got the food. We currently have +3 excess food. This bar over here, whenever it fills up, that's when the population of the city grows. Bar at the bottom is happiness. Whenever this overfills, there's a chance that we get a victory point. We're currently sitting on 11 victory points over here. First player to 100 points wins. The game will also end if you reach turn 30, although in practice, the game will end quite a bit before that. And again, you can choose your game length settings, which I'm assuming changes those numbers, but I haven't really played with it. We could drop an organized labor over here to draw 3 cards and produce a gold, but it will cost us 1 production. So again, we got 4 production currently, and that is done by what tiles we work on. You can see our base tile here has 4 production. As our population grows and we work more tiles, we'll get more production, so we'll be able to play more cards. Trade, you can spend money to buy resource. You can also sell some resources. We don't have any of that right now. What are we looking to do? Well, I can build a scout. So normally to build a unit takes a unit of population. Basically, 1 unit of population is turning into a unit. So when a city is size 1, normally you can't do that. But a scout is an exception. It is a unit that doesn't actually consume a population. It seems a really good idea for us to go ahead and get that started. So I'm going to spend 2 production and my scout card to build a scout over in Beijing. The scout card goes into discard pile. These will get reshuffled. So I have 8 cards left in my draw pile. Whenever we run out of cards here, it just reshuffles and recycles. So we'll see that scout card over and over again for a while. The scout card is currently sleepy. You can see the little Zs over here. Units that are summoned, you can't move on that turn. There are ways to give your units mobilize, including that game option that we saw before, but generally speaking, that is the rule. So we have too much production. I could use strength to give a promotion to the scout. The scout has room for 2 promotions. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true, because we can see 2 slots in the top left corner of the scout card, right? That little up arrow, that's a promotion slot. I don't know if that's ZZZ, which is their spawn this turn. That might just be a debuff. So the scout actually may only have room for 1 promotion, in fact. But there's no reason to give the strength promotion to the scout, because 25% more strength isn't going to do anything for it. So I think it kind of makes sense to maybe develop fishing. However, we're going to talk about a very important mechanic in this game here, and that's the ability to trash cards. So it said anything that gets discarded eventually reshuffles and comes back in. As we unlock technology, so if I were to unlock fishing here, you can see here it would add 3 extra cards to my deck: astronomy, fishing, and hunter-gatherers. We can also take a look at that in the tech tree. So if we find fishing in the tech tree, so tech tree goes to industrialization, that is the end of this. We focus on sort of feudal, medieval era and Renaissance era in this game, and that is it. So fishing gives us 1 new card in our deck, which is the fishing hut. It also gives us access to the astronomy technology, so astronomy will be added to our deck, and the hunter-gatherer civic, so that again gets added to our deck. So all in all, fishing adds 3 cards while removing itself. So as we keep unlocking more of these technologies, our deck gets bigger and bigger over here, which is bloat, because that means, because in our deck there's going to be, at any given point, some cards that are stronger than all our others, right? We've just unlocked musketmen, right? Muskets have a strength of 35. They're monstrously powerful. We no longer want to have a 2-strength warrior, or whatever the strength of a warrior is in our deck. That would be silly. That would be foolish. So what we want to do is remove that, because what we want to do is we always want to draw our best cards. So we can trash stuff. And as benefit to that, the first card you trash, I'm going to trash strength, which may be crazy, but I'm going to do it. The first card you burn gives you 2 production and 1 science. From that point on, additional cards you burn give you 1 production. So the nice thing about the science is this is a special resource. And cards like fishing here, on all your technology cards, you can unlock technology by spending production or by spending science. So I can go here, I can unlock fishing for quote-unquote free by not using up any production instead of using the 1 science. These 3 cards will all go into my deck. However, I can choose one of these to go into my hand immediately. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick up the fishing hut, and I'm going to use it to immediately deploy a fishing hut onto this tile using 3 production. So now this tile's got more food, and it now gives us access to crab. So first of all, when we built it, we immediately got some of the resource. So we got some food resource here. Now, so there's 2 different types of food. There's the food that you work on the tile, the little grain icons over here. And these go towards making your city feed itself and grow naturally. But you can also, with these bonus resources, you get food over here. Now, you can deploy this food onto a city like this. So it actually gave me the last tick of food that I need to grow the city. I could do that again, like that. So you can see it filled in 1 square over here. You can save these resources from turn to turn, but only a certain amount. Right now, my limit is 3. I can only save up to 3 resources between turns. Any excess, by default, we've got on this mode where it would distribute food and luxuries to cities to cause them to grow and to become happy. Or I could flip it to sell extra resources if I want extra money, which I don't need right now. I do have 1 gold. I can't buy this iron because it would cost 2. I have 1 production. I guess I may as well play the organized labor. I mean, it's going to draw 3 cards, which I won't be able to play unless I decide to burn some of these, but I'm not gonna. But it did convert to an extra gold. And you know what? Why don't I use this gold to buy this iron? We'll keep it in our bank. Hopefully it doesn't get overspent at some point, but it might be... Oh, you know what? Hold on. We're going to be producing our own iron. I don't need to buy that one. I'm just going to save my gold. Any unspent production does get converted into gold. So there was no reason not to play the organized labor, because that production is going to get converted to gold, or I could play it and get the gold that way. And again, this gives me option to maybe decide to trash some cards here, but I'm not gonna. Trashing a technology would be perhaps very poor, because it would lock us completely out of that route going forward. Okay, firewood card. This card exists literally just to get burned. It does absolutely nothing for you, so you 100% just want to get rid of that, which I'm fine with. That did give us a science over here. I could use that to unlock mining, and then we could use that to build a mine on our hill here with this iron. Seems like a pretty good idea. So I'm going to take the mine card in my hand immediately. Or the stone. I don't think either one of them matters early on for us. Actually, I think there's a better chance that we'll make use of stone to help support some sort of building rather than the iron. Now, we're not going to play charge right now, but it does let you attack after moving. Normally, your units can only do 1 thing per turn. You move or you attack. And the move as well, it's a single move. So my scout can reach all the way here. If I click here, my scout will move here, and that'll be it. That'll be their entire turn. So it's clearly not what I want. I want to move my scout towards this goodie hut. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then what do? We got 3 production. A warrior to have another unit moving around might be really helpful. On the other hand, we could unlock animal husbandry. We don't have anything here that we need animal husbandry over here, but we do have sheep there and there for wool. And ultimately, it's tech we're going to want. If we can get these horses, that would actually be a really high value thing. But I think we can wait on unlocking animal husbandry. I am actually going to go and plop down a warrior here, which is going to shrink Beijing's population from 2 to 1, but I'm fine with that. It's going to grow on its own anyway, although if I go and spend the food now, it'll grow early and work the extra tile. Yeah, let's make sure this tile is being worked, so we get lots of production from that. So we're going to have lots of production to spend next turn, which is great. The extra production got converted into gold, so again, it doesn't get wasted. Someone's moving around over there. We met a couple of our neighbors. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the scout. Scout does have a special ability to gather resources from the hex they're in. But we're going to move it over here, pop the goodie hut. Got free resources. Lots of food. That's not bad. And then, okay, I'm going to move this warrior. Yeah, I'm going to move this warrior immediately to get a little vision over here. Hello, Aztec capital. And these maps are small. We're fighting boxing match in a phone booth kind of vibe. Huh. Okay, I'm going to play Organized Labor because I want to draw more cards. I'm hoping to draw a settler. I did. Now, what's great with the settler here is we can pay 4 production or 3 food. I have 7 of this food stored up. Perfect. So we're going to drop you in Beijing without using any of our production, which is wonderful. What do I want to do next? Okay, and always consider burning a card. I think we'll probably end up burning the warehouse fairly quick, but I might want to do it once just to get extra storage capacity in general. Although right now there's nothing to store, right? All this food we can go and dump into Beijing. That's going to be okay. Do I actually just want to burn the warehouse immediately? Oh, does the warehouse produce 1 production per turn? Oh, no. Okay. So we should get it in Beijing because it'll increase our production overall. Yeah, it gives us a little more flexibility here. It gives us the ability to build 2 buildings per turn in the Beijing, because normally it's only 1. Normally you build a building here, you get a little symbol next to it that says, okay, you're done with your construction. We don't have anything else to fishing hut, not in terms of an actual resource, although we could still build some because the fishing hut still gives +1 food in that tile. If I trashed a card, I could unlock writing using a science, and the library you build with 4 production, which we would have if we burned a card. I think I'm going to burn the fishing hut. Hopefully it's not too early. Develop writing with the science, pick up the library, build the library in Beijing. Now we can't build anymore because we've got our 2 builds, but now we've got some passive science production and more culture, which is going to be really great. I can spend money to draw cards. I think I will here. Woodworking. Oh, let's build another mine. Because we can build the mine on our iron and get that started. Okay, and then I'm going to unlock, I don't know, masonry. Oh, I do have stone. That's great. Let me do that. I'm going to use the stone to build the axeman in Beijing. Yeah, and now we're done our turn. I don't have to trash anything, although I am going to... Well, Beijing's sort of going to grow on its own. But no, I'm going to spend 3 food now to grow Beijing immediately. Okay. That's good. So our neighbors over here, you'll see my position in this changed a little bit. The person to the right is the one with the most score. Person on the left has the least. That may also affect turn order. They may have implemented it so whoever's got the least points gets to act first, which is an interesting little meta thing, which I like a lot. And yeah, we're currently at 15 total victory points. France has got a little bit more. Okay, Aztec, they've got their unique unit, their Jaguar Warrior or whatever, 5 strength. They can also do ranged attacks, which is very scary because it could kill my unit without taking anything back. Not this turn, because you can't move and shoot, like move and attack the same turn. Although if I moved forward, it would probably be an issue. I could spam out more warriors, but these warriors are going to be obsolete really fast. What about the scout as well? First of all, I'll move you over here because we're going to want this goodie hut. This scout had 3 hit points, by the way, so I wouldn't have been able, I couldn't have killed it. I would have just killed myself if I did that, which seems like a poor move. I do have a science. I may as well unlock the astronomy. Do I want to build an early wonder? Now, 2 stone. Oh, next turn? Oh. Next turn, I will have 2 stones, so I could build it for the discounted rate. Same with the pyramids. Yeah, maybe I don't want to build any wonders right now and just let the stone accumulate. I could buy some marble. Forger, workman, production. Oh, man. Hunter-gatherer. If I do this, hold on. Come on, show me that there. Gather yield and special resource from a hex in your territory or near it. Can I use it to collect stone this turn? You unlock that, grab foraging, play foraging. No. Maybe I can only do it in tiles that have food? Or maybe tiles that have no special... It said you could do special resources, though. Automatically collect land special resources in 2 hexes. I wonder if it collects stuff from outside the border. Oh, maybe I mean, I'm going to want to build these because they're worth victory points anyway and lots of culture and stuff, but I'm not sure that that did what I was hoping for. Again, I don't have a ton of experience in this game. We can't really move up here. Just going to fortify right there. Or, actually, no, see, I kind of wish I'd moved here because I could have gone and claimed this tile afterwards. So, Mr. Settler. I think I do want to go here. There's not currently any threats. The scout can't attack me in 1 turn. So this unit is safe. Alright, I'm going to move over here. We might have to do a run in this direction, in which case... I think, you know what? I don't think we need any more scouts. I think we're going to burn that. Do I want to drop another warrior? I think the warrior's pretty close to being obsolete. Okay, I've got some money. Let's draw a card here. Okay, let's play organized labor. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just trash you in general. I'm going to play the Axeman. Charge doesn't do anything for us this turn. We could consider saving it for next turn, because if I do that, I can move up here and trigger the charge. On the other hand, do I just want to develop the metalworking? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I've never actually saved a card between turns. Oh, I guess I can still do the metalworking. Yeah, duh. Let's do that. And I've got iron. Let me develop the jeweler in Beijing here for some constant cash input. Okay, let's do this. And yeah, card does count against your resource total over here. I know it says like 12, and it's like, that's not 12. It's already counting the value for next turn. Okie dokie. Wow, this is getting a crowded area over here. Okay, we love you. We got an extra victory point from over happiness, which is great. Okay, first of all, I'm definitely going to go and slam down a city over there. Secondly, they do have 2 units in here, but I'm going to go with plan YOLO. So what's going to happen is this unit's going to move forward. I'm going to run the charge here. It will attack immediately. At defensive value. Oh, geez, then they will be able to attack me. That did not work out the way I'd hoped. Oh, no! This scout... kind of want to go and boop this settler. But I also kind of want to get this goody hut, and I can't get both. I think denying a settler's too important. But we each had 1 strength, so we each dealt 1 damage to each other, and then died. Settle down there. We got to put another settler in here. Actually, do I want to do it a little closer to the front? But then I won't be able to get it for the food cost if I do it that way. So we already have a library there. We will build one here. Yeah, alright, I'm going to do that, because I don't know when that card will necessarily come up again. Let's go and develop mysticism. And build a temple, so we can do 2 builds, back to back. We're going to want to do the road. I'm actually not sure that I want to spend the stone on this, because we might be able to draw a wonder with the extra stone we're going to get next turn. So I think I'm not going to do anything with this. This axeman... Okay, let me move over this way. We might be able to draw the charge card again, and be able to use it to attack next turn. Main garden's built over there, okay. Yeah, we're going to get attacked here, but they have a bunch of weak units. Did some good work there. Okay, we actually have 3 stone, in fact. Okay, maybe this wonder is collecting the extra stone and iron. So, you are going to go attack in here. Move into the city. Notice we haven't actually flipped the city. You have to use the unit's ability to claim a tile. to be able to conquer the city. Like, this unit here can go and claim this tile here. But the thing is, we're about to get this next turn regardless, so there's no reason to worry about it. You can't reach there, and if you just move here, you're gonna get range attacked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move you up to either one of these 2 tiles. We'll move towards Texcoco next turn. Do I want to warehouse Shanghai? And what I need really is a military unit there. Okay, I have 2 gold. I'm going to spend it to draw the last card in a deck. That is not a military unit. Oh, and you didn't have the population anyway, although I could grow you with some food. I can still draw cards, because you can spend your production to draw a card. I feel like I kind of have to. I have to find a military unit. I can still trash some cards. Oh, none of this is saving me. Oh, wait, that's foolish. Tactics... No. Tactics doesn't have any military units. I don't particularly care about Pathfinder, so I'm just going to go and trash that immediately. I think we can probably live without Woodsmen as well. I'm just really worried. Oh, wait, scouts can't attack cities. Dummy. Never mind. Shanghai's totally safe. I was picnicking for no good reason. Do we have anything else to mine? Yeah, actually. Let's mine the jewelry here. Oh, I can also get more stone. Stone production's pretty good. I'm going to mine this jewelry. Get gems, more luxuries, so we can get more happy faces. Yeah, I'm going to warehouse Shanghai. We will develop mathematics. And yeah, I won't have any resources to build anything, so it doesn't matter what I take here. I do have steel available, or iron available for the jeweler, which we're going to build in Shanghai. Okay, we got a settler over here. Actually, maybe I will move you in this direction. Well, an escorted settler. Hopefully it's okay. We've got to take our risks. It's a short-term game. Ultimately, you're going to heal, but I'm going to leave you here so you can join in the push towards Texcoco. Just fortify in place this turn. That's going to be okay. All right, end turn. All right, we currently have the most victory points. We don't know by how much. I'm going to go up a bunch here with this, which is great. Being able to ninja this early is great, especially against someone as scary as the Aztec. Aztec get bonus victory points in culture for every unit they kill. They're very dangerous. They get a great early game unit. But yeah, we're going to go and claim this territory. We can also start building a city. This is complaining about like the famine and arrest right now. It'll resolve itself next turn, so that's going to be fine. Do I want to settle right here? Or do I want to spend another turn moving? I think this will have to be fine. I want to get it down as early as possible. Okay, so we damage each other. This unit's going to move here. We're going to take Texcoco next turn. I will go and use the stone... Well, I might want to look at doing some turn draws first. I was going to say to develop a unit in Shanghai. Although I might want a settler there. And again, we can only build one per turn. Ooh, that's tricksy. Because I like that you're on the front. I'm going to go for it. It's going to take a risk. It's going to be risky, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to set up the Axemen. Well, again, do I want to draw some cards? Actually, I don't have any money. So maybe what I should do, in fact do is build roads. Because we've got maintenance costs going on. Let me build a road to this front here. So, maintenance costs for these cities. The roads are supposed to be able to help reduce that. Okay, Divine Decree, Divine Favor. I'm trying to remember what those do for me. All right, this upgrades the palace, giving it more gold and happiness. And Divine Favor is just a flat strength boost for a few turns. You know what? I think it's worth doing it because you have a lot of production. Which one do I want in my hand right now? I think the Divine Decree, so we can get some money accumulating, because that has been a bit of a problem. We should probably get a temple, so we get extra culture per citizen working in the city hex. And then bonuses for holy sites, which I believe this is a holy site here. Okay, temple in Beijing. Oh, We already... Do we already have a temple there? Maybe we do. Because it's not at its building limit. So, I mean, bigger city is good. On the other hand, getting some culture growth in the front might be very useful. So we're going to do that. And yeah, let's drop... I don't have any money, so I don't really want to draw things. I'm going to put you in here. I'm going to leave the excess production in here because it's going to get converted into gold, which apparently we kind of may need a little bit of a stockpile. What, is it a 2-to-1? It might be, but rounded up maybe? I don't know. If I had the ability to mobilize a unit, I'd build it here and then go and take that guy out. All right, more victory points from this. Victory point situation, I mean, we're at the top. We don't know, like, by how much. A Chocono ready to go. Okay. I'm definitely going to drop you over here. Charge. That's not going to help this. Oh, Poopsicles. That is a dangerous unit that we can't deal with right now. As I say, oh, I can use the charge to maybe accelerate some things down here. But no, not really. This might be useful. Beijing's going to run a lot of water hexes. Into this tile. Okay, that will reach the crab and then everything over here. Okay, let's get some wonderage going on. We also build a library. So we'll build it there. I do want a good number of them. Our passive science rate is actually pretty good here. Let's use that to unlock some technologies and move forward a little bit. We'll run the state religion civic. Holy Warrior is actually really nice for some extra culture. So we can only run... It's not very obvious. I don't know if there's a UI spot to do it. We can only run one civic of a type. So, paganism is a religious civic. But we just put down state religion. Oh, is this with the light bulb? No. Well, it might be. I think the light bulbs are text we've unlocked, but I think it's also showing the civics we might be running. So I think if I played paganism, it would remove the cards from state religion. And I think the UI would actually show that. Yeah, there you go. See how it's Xing these guys out? So we're just going to trash paganism now as being obsolete. Oh, that didn't pick up the hammers. Okay, what? How does that card work? Huh. It's under Hunter-Gatherer. Come on. Gather yield and special resources from... Is it just food yield? Maybe. I'm going to tab through my units here. Well, I don't need to keep you parked here. We're going to move you towards this. Well, actually, let me not book too much movement. Attacking here is not going to do anything. I can claim this tile, but then we would just lose it. I'm going to pull back because we may want to drop some heals in these bad boys. Holy Warrior produces culture and does keep you alive. Yeah, I'm going to drop it on this Axeman. The charge does nothing for us. Do I want to spend money drawing some cards? Because I do have some production left over. Or do I just want to let this convert into more gold? That's great, because we do have the iron, so we can deploy this for free. Well, for free, by using the iron, but not production. Which means I still have some production. All right, let's draw one more card. Spearman, you know what? Same thing. Still not using up any production, but screw it. Let's do it. Let's drop you over here. All right, I'm going to leave the rest of the production in here. This settler... Oh, we'll probably lose out on settling over here, but let's see. We're going to move you out this way. See what we end up with. And then axe. I don't think we can take Texcoco. So you're just going to move forward. Oh, hello. You can chart. There you go. So the charge move here. So this guy, this axeman had already moved. But with the charge, he was then able to attack. It happened automatically, and it does run twice. So he attacked here. You always move. If you kill the last unit in a tile, you move into it automatically, and then attack there. That was actually really strong. That worked out really well. Don't have a lot of hit points left on this unit. Although if Novgorod doesn't get something in there, if I redraw my charge somehow, and we're about to reshuffle our deck, I can move here, charge, and hit Novgorod, which would be massive. Is there any chance we get that? Got some gold. We could go digging, but our deck now has 34 cards in it. See what I mean? Like, we need to be purging cards probably a lot more aggressively than I'm doing here, so that we have a little bit more control over what we draw. Now, part of it is we did just unlock a bunch of tech is what's going on. I can build the Temple of Diana for the discounted price and get the culture growth stuff, which seems like a really good move. Okay, I'm going to start by playing the Organized Labor. Draw some extra cards and see what we end up with. We do have a charge. So, I think... Will you charge into the city? Perfect. You'll take that next turn. Can't attack there. Could have moved you up to the hill and maybe taken some shots there, but no. Okay, we're going to go Temple of Diana, and I think I am going to build it over here because I want sort of more culture from this tile itself, hopefully being worked, and push out over here. Catapult is great for hitting stacks. There's some stacked units in here. I think we're probably going to plan on getting this happening. We're not going to build more warehouses, so I'm going to trash that. Hereditary rule. So government civic. Right now, my government civic is less than impressive, right? Because it's God King, which I don't think we need as much anymore. So... yeah. Is there something in my hand I want to trash so that I can play bread and circuses? The answer to that is no. So I'll take Royal Guard. Do I want to play it? It's within 3 tiles of the capital. 1, 2. I don't think Royal Guard's going to help us possibly ever, actually. Because our capital is nowhere near any front line. I don't know if you can move it. So I'm going to just plan on trashing that. I mean, it doesn't give us anything we can do this turn, but I'm going to get it out of the rotation. Need a ranged unit over here to deal some damage to this. Oh, yeah, I can't settle here. Hey, is it because it's adjacent to a border? Pull back a tile, and we'll see. So, fortify, fortify. We have our own strength 15 unit. Now, that's the thing, we have swordsmen, so actually... I think I get rid of this axeman. If I just trash Chichen Itza, I could build a temple. I like wonders. It's also one that we could theoretically build cheaper with our stone income. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to end turn. I did put all 3 gold over there. Maybe there's a cap to how much you can transfer over? So we're 60% of the way, well, 59% of the way to a victory. Please don't charge. Oh god, that's... oh my god, you've got muskets already? Okay. That's terrifying. That's really terrifying. I wonder if we got a lot of science. If we draw our science cards, we might be able to get to a high-end unit unlock here. None of those are research. Well, animal husbandry is. Okay, first of all, we are going to go and claim this. So now we have the ability to maybe build things in here. I've got money for drawing. I can only build 1 unit in here because of its population. I do like the idea of attacking, but I think what we need to do is we need to get Just something with some raw strength in here. I don't have the charge going or anything. I don't think it's worth building a library in there. Nothing else is lit, so everything else must have a library. I'm going to burn the library. It's time. Let's take a look at our tech tree here. I want to get gunpowder. Well, we kind of need everything. Dang. Gunpowder. Okay, we need engineering, which comes off of construction. Woodworking leads to construction, so we need to woodworking, pick up construction. Construction, pick up engineering. Engineering, pick up gunpowder. Gunpowder, draw the musket, which I should have deployed in the city. Okay, I went and did it. I didn't realize I could make this push. Dang. We've got food. Oh, but you can't summon another unit. Dang it. So I could increase this population. I think we're just going to have to deploy it there. Is the Choconu obsolete? I think the answer is yes. Okay, animal husbandry. That. And we're out of science. Well, I'm not... Where am I going to be doing this turn? I don't think so. Actually, I don't think it matters what I take here. Oh, that doesn't help until I've got a farm built anyway, really. Do I drop a monastery? Produces happiness, science, tons of culture. You know what? I think I am going to build it in Shanghai. And we'll try to get the culture pushes. Happiness and culture are ways to get victory points, because happiness gives you the We Love You event. Culture gives us more tiles. Okay. You settle there. Move you over here. You can do some bombard maybe and help out. I don't want to get shot by this, so I don't want to end up there. I guess I'll just move here for now. Yeah, I'm going to have to move the chalk over this way. I'm really kicking myself for not putting the musket in there. At least only this one swordman can attack this turn. Well, depending on what cards they might draw. I'm going to throw an extra unit in there just so that they've got to use more attackers to get things done. We could attack here. But it'd be better if it attacked us because we get the defensive boost, although it might just attack this guy. I don't know. Do I want to trash more of these? Sorry, agrarian is economic. What do we have right now for economic? Probably hunter-gatherer, which I don't need. Okay, I'm going to trash the monument card. I'm going to use it to play Agrarian Society. Yeah. Oh, removes food, produces wine is what the wine does. I see. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. All right. So Novgorod should stay in our possession. Oh, I think it was attacked by something else. I didn't see a -20 over my units. I may have missed it, but I suspect... Oh, it's attacking Susa. Okay, this guy is attacking us, but that's fine. Oh, you had a charge ability. Okay, but luckily we did leave that unit in there. I'm very happy I did. Guangzhou's under a little bit of threat here, but what we can do is I can drop a couple of food in there and then build it a unit. Love you. +3 victory points. Did it luxury that many times? Well, I think as China, we also get victory points, I think, when our population grows, right? I think so. We might be doing some interesting shenanigans I hadn't planned on. Okay, Spearman, I think, is well obsolete. Although it's only a military card in our hand, but... First of all, I'm going to spend the education. Just to keep moving up some tax. Oh, We could use the Great Library to unlock some freebies for us. Which is interesting. Holy War's extra culture. You know what? I think... Oh, and it does keep you alive, which is great. You know what? I'm going to throw it on this musket. Forgot. They, like, can't be killed on the first attack, which is really good. Okay. Spearmen. Well, first, these chalks can go and do more attacks. How much gold do I have? Yeah, let's draw some cards. Oh, I think we're done with the settler. Well... The skirmisher is interesting because it gives a melee unit a range attack, although I think they only attack for half strength. But we could go and get some weakening on here. It'd be ideal on this unit, but it's not going to be able to attack this turn. Okay, I'm going to trash the settler. There's still some space for it, but I think we've got to look at survival mode. We only need to squeeze out a few more points to win here. The chalks do attack twice. Oh, and actually, our catapults over here will attack the entire stack. Well, stack of 2, but still. Okay, so what I want to do is give Skirmisher to... Yeah, this sword over here. Ooh, flank attack. That's great. I actually don't know what triggers a flank attack. That's the last card in there. Maybe a reshuffle after this. Well, you're not strong, but I might put you in here anyway. Hang on. Oh, but I don't want to leave the city undefended. I was going to say, I could move you over here, and then I could charge for the attack. Great. Let's draw. I'm not convinced that most of this is helping us. Do I want a road again? I might want a road from here to the front. Those are maintenance costs. To Tenno here. I guess I didn't wonder. I don't think I've got a target for this, do I? I don't see anything lit up. Missing it? Oh, right here. So speaking of, let's finish you off. I think we'll probably need some range support for coming down there. Okay, I'm gonna drop the spearmen. Oh yes, you don't have the population. Not super strong, but I guess it'll have to do. Yeah, alright. I'm going to... road up there, connecting these two cities at the same time, which is very convenient. I guess we'll science this, which I hadn't realized. And charge... Plus it went outside your territory. Not doing any of that right now. Military dictatorship. Seems like the sort of thing I might want to unlock, although I could also get our advanced tactics. Immediately capture any Hexarchy city after moving into it. Interesting. Reduce range damage, volley. Increase range attack range by 1 for 2 turns. I don't know that we need any of this. Actually, I think I'm going to trash the Conquistador. I don't think I'm looking to draw that. I'm going to get rid of you and you. We're going to focus entirely on trying to hopefully get some more military options. Which I realize isn't going to be this turn, but I'm okay with this. Yeah, you go into fortify mode, fortify mode. You gotta stay fortified here, because some stuff could suddenly show up, which would be bad. I want to make a move on this city. I don't know. We might want to rest some things and get someone range to help out with this. Although if we can manage this, we will do some huge damage. Can I see everything that's in this tile? They do have a catapult, so if we end up stacking a bunch of stuff in one tile, it'll be bad. Plus, they'll be able to shoot us. So I can go here. I'll take 6 from the catapult. Then I'll attack and just die. Yeah, I don't think there's much to be done over there. You know what, then? I'm going to plan on moving you up as much as I can. There's the charge. Hold on, I could move there and charged. Dang. That is a lot. Okay, we're going to spend 2 of it to draw. Okay, we'll go ahead and unlock horseback riding. The horsemen, I think, are kind of obsolete now. Yeah. Trash that. Alright, convert over gold is fine. Okay, as long as we don't lose out here, we should hopefully be able to squeeze out enough victory points in the next turn or 2 for a win. That's what we're looking for. We're not necessarily need to claim more territory, although territory is victory points. The stack is so dangerous. Oh! You did a chart. Oh no! We're going to lose the city. I hadn't realized that because I wasn't thinking about them doing a charge action. Oh no! It's going to cost us some victory points from this. Okay, I mean, we're getting some more We Love You days. So that's how much is good. I mean, the border expansion is nice as well. Catapult, organized labor. Okay. I mean, that's nice, but I can't reach there. Although if I gave you a bonus movement or skirmisher with a charge. Yeah, we kind of need his charge on this guy. We need to skirmisher him. He's got room for 1 more promotion. Alright. Archer, super duper obsolete. I can't drop anything in here. So we do have an untapped pasture over there. That might be worth it just for the continued luxury points. Okay, we're going to get 2 food in here. I can drop it. Catapult's kind of obsolete. It does hit a whole stack. Now, probably the musket, unless I want to do something here, but it feels like most likely we leave a musket in here. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and commit to that. And I'm also going to commit to the assumption that we're going to do some shooting with all of this. Swordman. Well, we might need the option of dropping another city. Or another unit. Okay, get rid of you. Fort doesn't actually help us right now, although it could over here with things. I need to make some space, and I'm worried about like spending everything. All right, might be not the most useful use of our production, but we're gonna get that. Bring up currency, which I can unlock. If I move out here, maybe this guy can move into my city, which I don't. Although I guess I could just build another unit. Swordman, not really all that relevant anymore. But I guess I could do this. Leave Shanghai not totally undefended. We're out of money now, so what we'd be spending is our production. Although I can keep sacking things. Alright, it's too late for the farm. We're not doing that kind of general growth anymore. Granary. Same. Yeah, we're not getting that charge. Okay, I've got the science for this, so actually I should run this. That's a lot of money. You know what? I will go run industrialism. running this right now. I don't know, man. Okay, we'll do one more draw. Oh, max cards. It's a pretty advanced Civic. Yeah. Can I build this? Do I have marble? No. The insta-heal is interesting, though. Is there... I don't know if there's anything worth healing right now. This Axeman's got some damage, but he's not very weakened. Everything here is maxed out. Spearman's not terribly relevant. This guy's full. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to heal. Man, I feel stuck and stumped. Alright, I'm going to move you out here. Drop a fort in this tile. I'm going to give you a skirmisher. Oh, skirmisher doesn't work on mounted or gunpowder units. You know what? You're obsolete at this point, I'm going to suggest. Maybe I should have military engineered you. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth a policy slot. You know what? We're in a survival era here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, science unlock you. I'm thinking I'm just going to add more wonders to the deck and then hope we can draw into that to win. But yeah, we're going to lose Guangzhou. We might be able to retake it. I'm going to move more units up to the front. And fortify up. Oh, flank attack. Which doesn't actually matter. You're going to die anyway. Flank attack means we do more damage. Okay, yeah, your hit points are still fine. Again, I could do the axe. It does produce culture for us. Now, I'm just going to end turn. With production left over. Yes. Oh, I could have considered saving a card. I don't know. Yeah, we lose this. Very frustrating. Maybe I'll draw the charge this turn, and then this guy can move in here, charge, take Guangzhou back. Although, population 0, are you burning it down? I have no strength left. If I was playing the Aztecs, I'd be getting so many victory points from the killed units here. Speaking of charge, going into there. Beijing's pretty happy. We're gonna get more We Love the King days happening. I didn't see any fireworks. The chance of getting it goes down as you generate it more and more. Like, if we need to squeeze the last few victory points, we can just manually drop the luxuries in strategic places. These are, I think, are culture pops. Distribute those luxuries. Yeah. Okay, we do have the charge now. Well, you have this. Game will end soon. Yeah, move to here. Charge. I'll attack there. Ooh, you will chain attack into there and then die, won't you? Charge. No? Okay, good. Although we don't instantly take the city. We do have a defensive bonus. And they've got more units. Oh, you've come up over here too. The double stack. Well, we're clearly going to have to add more units in there. Cannon's great because it does do splash damage, but it doesn't defend, so it won't actually help our situation there. If we do build a unit, we can mobilize it. Oh, actually. All right. Cannon. I like range attacks, but I'm going to declare you to be obsolete. We're going to mobilize the cannon. The cannon will be able to attack this turn. We can also build Chichen Itza, which I mostly want to do it for the victory points. But reduce maintenance 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It does light up some things. I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm only just going to get these two, which is fine. I'll just build it there. That's going to be okay. And bread and circus a place as well. Generate a bunch of happiness and some food, which might be good in Novgorod. This lumber mill is super obsolete. It does give us extra production, but I'm not sure. Again, the game's not going to last long enough. And bread and circus Novgorod. We don't have enough luxuries. I don't think I can rush out the win this turn. Oh, you don't have vision, I guess. All right, switch up then. Or maybe I didn't have the unit selected. I thought I did. Temple over there. Get a musket selected. With no special abilities. I could come here and at least threaten this. Or here and get ready. I mean, they can both attack and kill us. Well, no, we'll be in the woods. Actually, I really like this idea. Yeah, you'll just fortify up, get a defensive boost. Move another swordman in here as well, just to get some extra numbers. All right, 3 production. We've got some money, but I don't think it's worth drawing cards this turn because I don't think we're going to do anything about it. If I do manually look to do this, 12% chance, 13. Oh, 84% chance to get a victory point here. Because I don't think they've had their We Love You days yet. All right, let's end turn. 95. We've got the highest, so we don't think anyone's going to be able to steal the win before we go again. We probably could have won this turn if we hadn't lost this city. But I suspect we win on the next one. We survive with the defensive boost, which is great. Lots of warfare happening. Okay, they didn't attack me, which is fair because they wouldn't have been able to kill me. But I don't think I can do them. Although I've got the catapult over here. Just barely survive. Oh, there's charge stuff. That's what's going on there. But the city should flip to us. We can increase the population by 1 with the food and then play a unit in there. Assuming we draw one of our good units. Again, 39 cards in this freaking deck. Although we've got enough gold, we can cycle a lot this turn. And we can probably just win if we just deploy a wonder. There's currently nothing in Xi'an, which is about to fall, so that doesn't seem ideal. $98. Yeah, we can definitely get the win here. I can claim Guangzhou. Okay, I'm going to deploy this. Can we build knights? No, we don't have any horses. Vanguard's a really good promotion. Attack and move. We're going to have to cycle some more stuff. Generates happy faces, which can lead to We Love the King days. But you can see we get 4 victory points from building the Great Lighthouse. And 6 from the mosque here. Plus 1 victory point for each holy site you control, which is, we've got a few. There you go, 101. Do we win instantly? No, I think everyone gets a round. Did eat a lot of production. Hold on, maybe we want that. Okay, I'm gonna sell, trash you, and do a lot of this. Shield walls. Reduces ranged attack damage taken by 100% this turn. I mean, you've got a catapult there, but I'm not sure we're going to need that. Okay, I'm going to trash this. We're not going to have enough resources to build that anyway. Oh! Historian's Heartbreak. Burn the Great Library card. Oh, that's funny! Good achievement. Okay, conscription sounds like it might be useful. Fort's not going to help us. Making some room in my deck here. Market's not going to help us. Or not in my deck, but in my hand. We don't need to build another wonder. Maybe there's more achievements for it. Combat medicine is exactly what we need for this unit over here. To full heal it and maintain that city. That's huge. Still want to summon a unit over here. Although, can one of these... No, we don't have enough movement. Cannon's not going to help us keep a city alive. No, I don't think that's helpful either. Spend... Oh, yeah, that's not going to help us. Dang! All our military units are buried. Although, they're not going to be able... Well, unless they do a charge. This Zhang won't actually fall this turn. We've got 107 victory points. We have an excess of victory points. I think we're fine. No one is stacked. Actually, there's a stack of things over there. Hang on. I might just be able to... Oh, I need to double attack. Can I move here? And charge, take out this catapult. And then follow-up attack as well. For more killing. We actually take the catapult. Siege equipment gets captured, which is great. You just park yourself in here. You gotta park there. Okay, and I think we just win now. Yes? No? Maybe so? Ooh, took a little over an hour to play. Well, I mean, there was the intro and everything. Again, it normally goes faster when I'm not doing a commentary. Probably about 30 minutes, but this was a little tricky, I think, in a couple of places. So I think that we did need a little bit of extra thinking time. Oh, you must have the volley promotion. Like, how can you hit me from there? And also for so little damage. I think units with volley do half damage. It upgrades a melee unit so it can do range, but I think it only does half. And yeah, they move into this. They can't take it until next turn. And I think we just win. Ooh, the flank there. Charging into the city, good for you. Okay. Processing. Processing. More victory points. I'm waiting for the victory pop-up. I don't know if there's any way to accelerate this. I mean, normally I like it just fine, but now I'm like just eager to see the victory pop up. Yeah, turn 15, definitely not the fastest of my wins, but also not the slowest. There we go. We won with 108. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we had such a huge lead. That was shocking. This is by far my best win. Maybe I was giving it more think because I was recording it. It wasn't the fastest win, but it was the win by the biggest margin. It probably helps. The AI was spending a lot of time fighting each other in this one. Sometimes that hasn't always been the case, depending on position. But yeah, I think they spent a lot of effort fighting each other. So there you go. You can view the map afterwards, see everything. We got sort of a bit of an Australia kind of vibe on this one. And that's it. Little boxing match in a phone booth. I think it's a great game. I suspect that the AI only has so much replayability in it. Unless a harder difficulty option gets set up or something, I think there's probably a limit to how many times you can beat up on the AI. I suspect the multiplayer is really good. It does have, again, multiplayer with up to 10 people. By default, you actually even get this button is checked by default in-game looking for group notification. Whenever someone starts a multiplayer game, you get a little notification that you can just quickly join in, which I think is brilliant and very smart. So it's very easy for you to get into one of these things. Yeah, I like it. And it's pretty cheap, right? Hang on, if I bring up the Steam page. Yeah, it's 25 Canadian buckaroos. So that's not a very expensive game. And I think they did a great job. So sorry to apologize to John White for never getting back to you about Hexarchy. I always meant to give this thing a go, but better late than never, right? Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.